This is Carl at National RV Detroit. I'm going to walk you through this 2024 Starcraft GSL. Now, this is a how-to video. It's not a floor plan video. I'm just going to show you some of the features and how they work. Okay. So here we are at the door side rear. We have a small kitchen. Your griddle is in this box right here. The hose to attach your griddle to the LP. Quick connect on the trailer is right here. That will be, the quick connect is right there. And that connects you to the LP system. You have a small refrigerator, of course. Now, there's another piece here that allows you to set your grill back here. So let me just walk up front real quick just to show it to you. It straps down in the front pass-through compartment. So let's see here. Okay. So this would be it right here. You see that square piece of square steel slides right into that channel on the back, and then your griddle sits on here. Now this is your power cord. That's a 50 amp cord, 30 feet long. So we do give you reducer and a two reducers, for one to go from 50 to 30 and other one to go from 30 to 20. Okay, now we'll open the other side too, but you can see there's your dump hose right there. You can see that coiled sprayer there. That's for your spray port. That 3/4 inch crank right there is for your power tongue jack in case it fails. If this ever fails, you can pull this rubber plug here and use that 3/4 inch crank or a 3/4 inch socket to operate it manually. And on the wall there you can see that's your power inverter. It inverts power, and that's your solar controller over there. We'll look at that closer up when we get there. Okay, this is one switch controls both front and the other one controls both rear stabilizers. This is your water heater here. It's a 10-gallon water heater. It works on both gas and electric. The switches are inside the trailer. There's an electric heating element behind this cover here, and there's their burner there. This, of course, is the anode rod with the drain plug. It's empty right now because it's winterized. Just remember, when you screw the drain plug back in, always fill the water tank, the water heater tank. Always fill it before you turn it on. Otherwise, you'll damage the electric heating element. So keep that in mind. Okay, I'll show you the switches when we get inside. I can do this one-handed here. Bear with me. There it goes. Okay, so that's the vent for your furnace. Down here we have your where your dump hose hooks up to here, but then you have two gray tanks and then a black tank. And those are your low point drains right there. So two grays and one black, and also a fresh water tank to carry fresh water if you need to. Okay, so let's go back around it this way. Okay, when I showed you that the piece that the grill sits on, I told you it slides right into a channel, metal channel. That's it right there. Okay, you get a ladder, which makes it easy to inspect the roof. You should inspect the roof every 90 days, according to the manufacturer. You can't see what's happening on the roof unless somebody goes up there and looks, so you want to look to make sure there's no damage caused by low branches or road debris, or no cracking or separation of the sealant, nothing like that. Just give it a good look over. Should be part of your regular maintenance. Also, that housing there tells us this is pre-wired for a Furrion backup camera kit, so if you want to add a backup camera, it goes right there. This is where your 50 amp hose, or excuse me, your 50 amp power cord, your short cord, hooks on here. This is just our shop cord. This is your water docking station here. So let's do it like this. So the sprayer I showed you, the blue coiled sprayer that's in the front compartment, that plugs in right here, right? This is a black tank flush. That's used to flush the black tank out with fresh water. I'll show you, talk to you about that in a second. So right now you look at right here. When this blue valve is in the vertical position, it's for city water. So you hook your hose onto here, and it sends city water to all of your all of your faucets and throughout the trailer. Now, if you happen to be camping someplace that doesn't have city water, you can pre-fill your fresh water tank by putting it in this position here. Still put the hose on there. Instead of going to all your throughout the plumbing in the trailer, it just goes to the fresh water tank. So this would fill your fresh water tank up. So keep that in mind. And then you can use the onboard pump to pump the water. All the plumbing will still work as though you have city water. You'll just be pumping from the tank. Okay? Now, after you dump your black tank, which black is toilet water and waste, after you dump it, you can hook this, hook a hose at the dump station right onto this flush here. But like it says right here on the sticker, always make sure that the valve is open. The dump valve is open before you turn the water on. Otherwise, too much pressure will build up. So you just turn that on, and it'll spray out the inside of your tank. It'll clean off the sensors, that sort of thing. So it's a very good thing. This coax is just campground cable and satellite through if you need to do that. Okay, so that's your water. Okay. Okay, so let's move around. These slide rooms are, you can see the gear track on each side. These are referred to as Schwintech slide outs, just so you know. They have a different name now since a company named Lippert bought them, but people still refer to it as a Schwintech. So, okay. So, you have a deep cycle marine battery, brand new. You have two 30-pound LP tanks, which are full. This is your power tongue jack here. You got a docking light here, like right there, up, down. Remember I told you you can put a 3/4 inch crank or socket on there and operate this manually in an emergency if you have to. All right. Okay. If you come around to this side, this is your reducer I just told you about. Two reducers right here for your power cord. Okay. This, I'll shut this off so you can see it better. You're just going to have to basically look at it, but this is your solar controller. This tells you everything your 12-volt system is doing, along with how much energy you're gaining from the solar panel. It's still on an AGM battery. It's got to be switched over. I'll see if I can do that before I leave tonight for you, just so you don't have to do it. But you have to read the directions on it. There's a lot of different readouts, but this is the one you're most concerned about. I'll tell you when it comes around again. That's temperature there. 13.6 volts in the system, DC. That's good. Now the bottom number says 0.0. That's just because that's what you're gaining from the sun. We're inside right now, so you're not gaining anything. See that 0.0? That will eventually say 5.6 or 2.4, depending on the conditions outside. That'll be telling you what you're getting from the sun and converting it to amps and storing it in your battery. Okay. That's another 3/4 inch that goes on a drill. This is your inverter. Now there's conversion and there's inversion when it comes to electricity. This inverts. Inversion means you're starting with 12 volt DC and inverting it to 110 AC, right? So when you turn the inverter on, I'll show you the switch inside there. You're inverting power from DC to AC. There's also a converter in the trailer, which almost all trailers have. That goes the other way. That converts AC, 110 AC to 12 volt DC. I'll show you that when we get to it, okay? Alright, so that's your inverter, and that's your solar controller. There are two solar panels on the roof of this trailer. Okay, you see you have power, two power awnings with LED strips. You got outside speakers. Okay, so let's go inside. Now you have a touch screen here. You'll have to read up on it. I'll just give you the basic idea. You just hit a button to light it up. Right now in this screen, you got the two awnings and the three slide outs. Extend and retract, right? If I push this top left-hand corner one, you can scroll through it. Mode off, that's for heating. So you can, let me get back to the right one. These are the levels in your tanks, so you can tell what the levels are. And then here, that is your water pump. You turn it on and off there by pushing on or off, right there, right? Your gas heater, you'll turn to on if you're using the gas. Then you'll go punch another one, and let's get around to it. Okay, that's that one. Now your lights are here, temperature is here to set your temperature, and WP is your water pump to make it easy. So you can turn your water pump on and off right by pushing that button. So remember, if you're pumping water out of the fresh water tank because you're camping someplace without city water, you can use that pump. When you're winterizing the trailer, you use that pump to draw the antifreeze through the system. So, okay? And like it says, battery is required for slide out operation. You always have to have battery on. Alright, so this is just a sensor for your HVAC system. We'll go right. 12 volt refrigerator, and the doors open both ways. Like so. You can see that. Nice size freezer. Storage. This is your microwave. Your microwave works like any other microwave. Your range hood. Now on the outside of this slide out, there's a range hood vent. I don't think I mentioned that to you. When you're venting to the outside using the fan, you always want to get up there and open the baffle. So the baffle on it flaps freely, therefore it vents to the outside. Keep that in mind. And of course you have a light here. Your range, this is the sparker. These three are burner knobs, and that's the oven. And then you have a light here to turn on the oven light and the ambient light. So basically it's simple. You just go with that. It's that simple. Okay. You always travel with this in the down position. Alright. Now these are your remotes. This remote here is for your fireplace. The fireplace is also a space heater. It runs on 110 AC. So I can shut it off. Right, turn it on, and if I push the thermometer, you can see it says 0, 0, low, and high. Those are the fan speeds. So now it's really kicking out right now, the heat. You also can change colors here. You can change the flame here, for example, and then there's a timer you can set also. So that's all done from the remote. I'm going to shut it off now. This next one is JBL. That's your sound system. The basically. The thing to remember is you have AM, FM radio. You have Bluetooth, so you can stream wirelessly from your phone to your tablet. You have somewhere here these. You can. Let me see if I can find it. Well, I can't actually, but I'm reasonably sure this also has a USB drive on it too. I just don't see it right now. I need a flashlight, but anyway. It's also got two speaker zones, A and B. So you can, A is the inside speakers, B are the outside speakers. So you can switch on and off, or both on, one on and the other one off, whatever you want to do. These are how you this button here is how you change all of your Bluetooth there, for example. FM, optical, maybe, optical cable, so on and so forth. I'll just get back to Bluetooth and leave it there for you. One more. Yes. So anyway, that's how you do that. Again, there's in this packet there's our directions for everything in the trailer, so keep that in mind. And you have a remote for it right here, okay? And then the TV, of course, there's another remote. This is the battery for your smoke alarm. This is a swing out bracket, as you can see. It looks like it locks in place also, so you can watch your TV from over here in the sitting area. So some of these jackknife flat, as you know, you can turn it into a sleeper, things like that. I mentioned the power inverter outside, inversion going from DC to AC power. Well, here's your converter. Let me get it off of there. Converter, this is going from shore power 110 AC to 12 volt DC. So you have regular 110 AC circuit breakers here, just like you'd have at home, and they're all labeled, right? Then the power is converted to 12 volt DC, and you got 12 volt fuses here and a couple breakers, and they're all labeled. Okay, so this is also a battery tender, so it's going to sense how much energy, when you're plugged into shore power, it'll sense how much energy your battery needs up front, and it'll keep it charged. When you're pulling down the road, your charge line on your tow vehicle is going to keep your trailer charged, and intermediately, the solar panels are always going to be charging your battery depending on the conditions outside. So 3 ways to charge them. If you were to, no, that's good. I'll leave it right there. Okay, right here, this is your carbon monoxide LP gas detector. So it should always be glowing green like it is. If it's not, get it serviced immediately. By service, that generally means sometimes a wire can come loose in the back, but generally it means replacing it if it doesn't work. It has a warranty on it too, so you don't have to worry about that. These are your keys right here. Okay, so let's pick up. I only got a half hour to get this done here. So this slide room's out, right? This goes up and down. You have a sofa here that also turns into a bed, right? Then you have 2 more bunks over here. There's a table right here. Where's my light here? Oh, there's a table right here. And also these are, I don't know exactly what everything is. These are sheets. Yeah, these here are sheets. There are also some up in the front for the master bedroom. Some vacuum packed cloth stuff, whatever they are. That sounds terrible, but you know what I mean. Okay, so you can get another TV hookup here. Okay. Let's move up to the front. Let's stop at the bathroom on the way. The bathroom. Sink and shower work like any other sink and shower. You've got a vented power vent plus the toilet. The toilet works like all RV toilets. You have to have a dose of chemical in the bowl. Plus, it pushes down when you're hooked up to water. You let a gallon of water at least go into the black tank below along with the chemical. And you're all set. If you don't use it, that's considered using it dry. If you don't put chemical and water in there, and that's a bad thing in the sense that it'll get clogged up. Plus, the smell will be terrible. So, always at least a gallon of water, at least, and a dose of chemical. Okay. Works the same as every other travel trailer toilet. Alright, so this is another thermostat here. You have a second air conditioner up here. Okay. You got TV hookups here and a backer plate for a TV bracket. Of course, storage here. This is also prepped for a washer dryer combo. You can either use the combo or the stackable. Either one will fit. So most people prefer the stackables, but either way, it's pre-prepped, pre-plumbed, and wired, so it's an easy install. Alrighty, and you have some storage under here. These are some more sheets and that sort of thing. Cloth, vacuum-packed cloth things. Okay, so this is the emergency window. It works like they all do. Let me see if I can get this one loose. There we go. You just push it all the way out. You push this all the way out. Then you grab a hold of this red tab and pull the screen out. That way you can escape in an emergency. Okay. I think that about covers it. Let me look around a little bit. I think that does it. Okay. Okay. So I want to thank you for purchasing your trailer here at National RV Detroit. Please remember what I said about inspecting the roof every 90 days. You don't know what's happening up there unless somebody goes up there and looks. You're just protecting your investment. Odds are you won't have to do anything up there for years, but you just never know. So you have to inspect that regularly. And right now this is winterized, so the water's been replaced with antifreeze and the system's filled with antifreeze. The water heater is bypassed right now and the tank is empty. Always make sure whenever you get ready to use the water heater after it's been drained to make sure you fill it up before you turn it on, okay? Okay, thank you.